Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Welcome to your January reading. Can you even believe that it's January 2025? This is insane, or it's going to be. I'm doing this just a couple of days before, but like, I cannot believe how fast 2024 went. So we're going to dive into January of 2025 and see what you can expect when it comes to money, love, and career. All right, guys. So you know the drill. Sit back, relax. My name is Ana Zsofia. If you haven't met me before, I'm a very proud Leo. And I'm happy to do this reading for you, okay? Take what resonates, leave the stuff that doesn't. Let's dive right in, okay? Oh, also, don't forget to like it. Don't forget to sub. Come on back. Hang out with your girl. All right. So I have pre-shuffled a bunch of cards here, and we're going to take a look. So astrologically, energetically, astrologically, fourth house. So there's a big concentration right out of the gate on stability, our habits, things that we do and exude, like how we handle things, okay? With self-care, getting rest, taking care of the self, food and cooking. So working a lot. I mean, it's fitting that this comes out on self-care in the month of January. A lot of people are going back to the gym, changing their eating habits, things like this. This might be a huge focus for you, but especially your home, your family, maybe redecorating, working on things inside the home, and more stability, okay? Now, we also have the sun, which is awesome. This is like Leo energy here. And the sun on this card represents joy and happiness, but it's new beginnings and like your creativity. Talk today. Creativity is going to be really January. It has like, some where you're giving birth January to new ideas, inspired, and all to like act things, okay? The information card. So I feel the big change having, you're getting more clear about and really things with a fine-tooth goals, means to achieve your goals, something that you truly desire. With that, kind of down, creating, buying a home, huge for you too, a home and moving. Okay, so laying down a foundation. Important that and keeping track of. So I see a real coming out of you, a transformation, which it has this lady kind of like dressed as a butterfly. Change is coming. There's like a brand new you. So literally new year, new me, and embracing this transformation, being in love with the process. It's not a process that everybody enjoys. People think spirituality, getting woke, whatever it is, like this is all tree hugging and shit like that. Listen, if you ain't struggling, you're not really waking up. Waking up is a painful process. It is, once your eyes are open and the rubber band is stretched and you can't go back, there's pain and a lot of harsh feelings around that sometimes, because you realize that nothing's ever going to be the same, that a lot of what you truly thought you believed or going in your life is you. And so some of you may be really opening up your eyes to how things really are, not the illusion that you've been under for a while, okay? It could be a job, where this will fit in your life. I don't. It could be a relationship. It could be anything. But this card also says, you know, change is worth it, even when it's uncomfortable. Okay, so it's not always easy. I don't know where. I guess because the crunchy tree huggers, right? Necessarily, I haven't seen some of them people really go through some shit. Okay, all right. To be real, have you ever been kicked in the face? I didn't think so. So you don't. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Deadlines, right direction, and spending. Okay. So when it comes to your spending, you hear, listen, you got bills to pay, things are coming up, you're moving in the right direction financially, and this is only helping. Like, you're only in the right direction in January too. Okay. So budgeting, spending, you know, everything right down. So if you've been using your cards for a while, not note of what's coming, what's going out, and what kind of budget you have, you're taking a finer tooth comb through those things. You know, a little thing, you know, a little monocle in your eye, like, yes, I see what's going on here. I've been spending, or I've been doing these things, because many of us focused on whatever you didn't make in 2025, or that you have been trying for a long time to achieve. Deadlines, yes, things are going to be a little I think the deadlines, you're going to be forced to need to do things. Maybe they're legal work, stuff like that. You could be feeling a little bit of pressure when it comes even to your job. Okay, so I definitely feel like fine tooth comb with the spending, and the right direction is really telling me that I think some of the decisions you're going to be making for yourself in January are taking you the right direction when it comes to your financial situation. Okay, and that's going to help you. Okay. All right, so the mutable moon came up. Nothing yet is set in stone. So if you have a question about something that, you know, is this going to happen in January or what have you, then I feel like nothing's really set in stone. Everything in January seems like it kind of, you know, depends on timing a little bit. Also, I feel like energetically, it might have to do with where you're at as well. Things are sort of mutable. It's water here. It is the mutable moon. This can kind of change based on different decisions that you make, or where you're at energetically or even mentally. So keep an open mind. Remember that everything can be mutable. Up to you what you do. So feel this intense focus that you're bringing into the month of January. A few little cards. What else got going on here? Okay. I'm taking a lot of cards. They all came up. Screw it. All right, let's see. We got the bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Okay, so someone might romantically be interested in you. You might get some flowers, or you're getting a compliment at your. Okay, we have the star, guaranteed success, Aquarian energy here. So something is going to be extremely successful for you. And now for you, feel like it's the thing of chasing, you know, the dream, the vacation, the something that you have your eyes set on, that you seem to be at for January, and setting yourself up of the year, because a lot of this energy for me feels like, okay, I'm going to get it together, things down, I'm going to start track of things, noticing what I spend my time, maybe buckling down on your social media time, these kinds of things, time with your family. I just feel like altogether, you know, this January very much of setting yourself win for the entire year, propelling yourself the cobweb, protected beyond your control. So listen, if them hate that bullshit, just you are protected. Okay, so don't worry. We also have the funnel of frustration left to be learned. So there may be a little bit of like bottlenecking, okay? Maybe something kind of comes to a head and there's a bit of a challenging time you have in January. So you could feel a little bit frustrated, but to teach you, okay, patience, maybe setting yourself up to win here, okay? And going in stuff already knowing how you're going to put things in order, okay? Because we just want to do something and we're for the moment, right? Maybe for the moment, and you're like, I'm just going to do this, and so many times wonder why things don't work. I feel like that's kind of a question for you a little bit, okay, Leo? Okay. This funnel is indicating something comes up and it shows you that part of the lesson is to prepare yourself, okay? To prepare yourself. We have the harp, great happiness. This is great. So I feel like there's a lot more good vibes, kind of weird vibes in January. And we have the ladder, climbing towards success, move up in your job, or maybe maybe you get social media, maybe or something to this. Okay, now a card just came up in my zone, so I'm gonna get the card. I thought about it earlier. I don't know why. I brought it out. That's the sound of all my shit everywhere. Sorry, guys. Hang on. It's supposed to be right here, and it ain't. What the hell? It's not even on the shelf I thought it was on. Blood clot. All right, let's see. So let's see the energy you're moving and what you're moving to, really shifting for you. I'm going to use these archetypes today. All right, let's see what you're shifting from. What's Leo shifting from? Oh, that just flew right. You're shifting from the Samaritan, refined capacity to help those who prefer to ignore. The shadow attribute of this is exacting recognition for the offer. Okay, so some of what you might be moving from is, I want to say this, always for everybody, and feeling as if you go unappreciated. Okay, so feeling this card and a bit different. So I feel like, last year for you, a lot of what you've done, acknowledged for, maybe you're shifting to an energy of like, okay, I realize who's with me, who's gang, the old gang, and I understand that I truly person, the spirit of a Samaritan. I don't think that's going to stop you from doing that. What is happening here is you're going from the person who didn't recognize that to the person who will recognize that moving forward and set strong boundaries around that. Okay, now let's see, what else are you moving toward? So that's what we're going from. Okay, we have the artist. And this is expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. Okay, so really tapping into a deeper, more intuitive side of yourself, Leo, and maybe beginning to share that with other people that you specifically feel deserving, like people that deserve it, right? These people, since we had that Samaritan, and it's kind of like exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. For me, it's really like you deserve more recognition and appreciation, and you will open up and share more without the expectation. Maybe you'll let go of some of that, but I do feel like you will be recognized for that, because you're going to be expressing yourself beyond your five senses and living your life a little more symbolically. I'm really picking up like tattoos this year or early in the year. I feel as if there's going to be like a huge shift for you, or something that happens that's really significant for you, and it could be in a spiritual way, could be something other that's totally random, and it changes something profoundly about how you feel about yourself and your place in the world. Okay, what you give.
I do feel the value
To say like
you'll share, yes, you'll be more open, but when it comes to that
yourself, you're
more guarded,
you were open, you were given,
and going completely
walked over,
untouched about it.
The shadow attribute,
using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. So I feel as if
some of you may move
this energy like the victim. Okay, so I get this feels very like victim energy when I read that, and then I like kind of put it into my chest, and then anyway,
I'm in a weird mood. So it feels
like sometimes the victim thing, other people being the
people outside
um
victimizing,
right? Like this is something that could shift. Like you're going
understand that
you've put yourself like
played that card, right?
That card before, and it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really get you anywhere. It is far more empowering for you to separate yourself from the victim persona, or say like maybe one thing that you notice about yourself is
friends, and you can
something, or so you're giving up the complaining in the beginning of the year, or
sort of like in a bad
relationship, right? And blaming the other people that you're with instead of taking a look to say, hey, what do I keep doing here? Okay, so that's kind of what this is,
especially talking about you have
shift in January, and this artist is like the light attribute inspires other people to go these deeper dimensions,
themselves and
deeper levels, to be able to express themselves
specifically for some
in an artistic way. For others of you, I feel like it has to do with
so there's a real
recognition of like
shadow self, powerful shift.
Now, okay,
I will do the kipper.
okay, spirit,
See for January,
please. I got learning
or like
taking your learning to the next level. Like maybe you started something in 2024, and now you're taking that next level, whatever that is. So let's say like you did Reiki 1, you're doing Reiki 2,
massage therapy class,
level 2,
to the second
class of it, or the next level. Okay, I get psychic detective and death doula. I know that's weird, but
like
as well for somebody. Okay, you might be looking into that, or like
like help
healing people, like
to like let's say
hospitals,
helping with that. Look what
the occupation. So work is going to be a highlight for the month of January. Some of you may be highly concentrated on work. You may find new work or switch your occupation. Okay. What else do we got here? We also have the mature woman. So I feel like you might get some wise advice from somebody at your job. We have the pathway, and we have change. I mean, we already talked about like a huge spiritual,
you guys, but this feels like you are changing your
path, like the path that you're on. Maybe you recognize that
you've been kind of
going down
hasn't really
for you, and maybe
you're on your path, but there's
resistance there of maybe
realizing that Do you know what I'm saying? It's difficult because I feel like what we're the way we should be going,
how we should be doing things.
The universe keeps
back with,
like, no. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a change in like spiritual life too.
I want
because I see somebody walking
dirt,
and it feels like
almost like camping,
more like wandering.
I see somebody
who lives near
the woods, sort of just wandering, and I see like flashes of like, how do I describe this?
maybe animals
Or butterflies or things, in the sky, birds or whatever. And this is like you getting the answer that you're looking for. Okay. So if you're planning any kind of like sort of woodsy getaway, I think that something really powerful is going to happen when you're out walking or hiking. Like you get some sort of sign. It's almost like an angelic type of, just a powerful sign from spirit. In the moment that you're kind of contemplating where you're going, what you've been doing, and how maybe that's not working, it's almost like a flash. Okay. Definitely seeing some property here, purchasing property, and or cars, changing out the cars. I'm getting something with the that has to do with the engine. I almost want to say transmission, but that's not it. I have headlights or lights on your car. I almost feel like somebody's like cleaning out the headlights or the lights on the car. I also have selling an old car, like somebody has an old car that's been sitting that you're selling as well. And I have somebody's like child buying a car. Okay. I just had the name Marcus come up, which is, I don't have a name like that very often. I just got the name Marcus that came up for anybody. I don't know if this person had any kind of accident or anything like that. But it just feels like a name that's coming through to say, I'm here. Sort of like acknowledging. Okay. All right. Is there anything else here? Ooh, sudden wealth. Okay, so some of y'all might hit a jackpot. Maybe you go gambling. Maybe you get like a girls trip or a Vegas trip, like a trip somewhere. Maybe you go to you're just going to the casino, or you're going out of town or out of the country to go somewhere. I feel like you either stumble upon money, or you get like money from, let's say, lottery, scratcher tickets, some type of game. You could even be entering some sort of sweepstakes, like you get an online sweepstakes. I'm also picking up getting like new computers, like iPads. I'm getting stuff like iPads, laptop, purchasing a new laptop, rebuilding or upgrading like a computer system or something like that. And also like looking at certifications for stuff for like computer stuff. Okay. So let's say building programs, websites, back end, cyber stuff. This may be a career change for you too. I also get somebody working in some type of healthcare, but more with like, I don't know if it's hospice or elderly people, something like that. Okay. I have a lot today. Wow. Ooh, okay. Ugh. Candle making. Is anybody doing candle making? That was okay. I know you got to throw that one in there, but candle making. Okay. I just say the stuff. All right, guys. Okay. All right. Gonna learn today. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm getting a call. Okay. Sorry. Had to take a call there. That was an important one. I got a friend from England here, so hoping to see her. All right, let's dive into the tarot and see what else we got here, because we have a lot of paying attention to the money, etc., etc. We do have a money gift or some exciting sudden wealth coming through, but I'm very curious about everything else. Okay, so your overall energy for the month, actually I'm gonna get a second card for the month of January, is the Queen of Swords. This is about using your noodle. Okay, Queen of Swords done had a damn year. All right, she had a damn year. You may still feel like there is a need to feel acknowledged, a need to express yourself that you're still working through. You may have some trouble. You may be very heady in the month of January, so it could be difficult for you to express yourself, okay? Because we have the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Swords can say we're still trying to rest, we're still trying to recover, we're still trying to get through all of the mind fuckery that might have happened in January. But also, it, you know, with something like the Queen of Swords, who knows what she wants and knows how to get it, we're having the challenge here a little bit too with the Four of Swords, which is a card that says we're still a little, you know, in recovery from that. We're still trying to work our way through some of the things that are going on in our head and how we express ourselves. So I do feel like this is something that will change. You're coming into January more perceptive, more in your head, and doing your best to make the right kind of decisions for yourself, because maybe you're recognizing and analyzing what wasn't working from before. So you may still carry some things that need to be worked on, all right? As far as your health, some of you may be really focused on that because you're not feeling that great, all right? You may have some health issues here with that Four of Swords in reverse, and things aren't, you know, quite working. If you've been looking for some sort of answer, you may actually get that in January when it comes to that, okay? So let's see what else we got. Let's talk money, love, career, money, love, career. Any other messages? Money, love, career, okay. That was kind of sideways, so I like that. Eight of Swords. Remember I talked about that victim mentality earlier? So the Eight of Swords, and when cards come out sideways, guys, I kind of read them both ways, all right? So you're still in this mind state coming into the month of January where, you know, you may feel insecure. You may feel even a little isolated from people or things. Maybe you're recognizing that you're just feel different than everybody else, and you don't know how to sort of reconcile that or fit in with other people. You may also feel that there are some restrictions, or you've been restricting yourself coming into January, and for, you know, this is something that you've been wanting to change. Now, when we talk about this card in the other direction, this is knowing that there is something that you need to let go of, some limiting beliefs, some way you've been doing things, the victim mentality, right? Recognizing that it's not always you. There are things that you might say and do that have contributed to your situations, okay? You will begin to feel a little less insecure. You'll be letting go of, you know, ways of thinking that haven't been serving you, or damaging energies that have been around you that have been affecting you, okay? Now we have the Knight of Pentacles. You're just working. Hold on a second again. Okay, sorry. All right, sorry guys. Person called me back. So let's talk about this Knight of Pentacles. In January, you're sticking to the plans, okay? Especially when it comes to your money. I feel like if there's been some sort of long-term, if you've been waiting with this Eight of Swords, let's say you know, things have been really tight. You've been waiting for some money to come through, and, you know, that's been the upright energy. Maybe you were a victim of an accident or some sort of legal situation. I feel like whatever has taken a really long time, it's finally moving now, okay, financially for you. Now, you're doing work. You're just sticking to the plan. You're just going for what you want to go for. You're very determined in in January, again, I get this energy of like setting yourself up for the rest of the year and sticking to a routine, creating a routine and sticking to the routine, creating a plan and sticking to the plan for the long term. You're just making progress here on whatever it is internally for you when it comes to that, that Eight of Swords, that battle going on, and in your financial situation. So if it's been rough financially, you've been waiting for some money to happen, the money's coming, okay? The money's coming, honey. All right, let's see what else we got here. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh, you about to get some. Yoo-hoo. I'm just kidding. So again, the creative energy is coming up. This is divine inspiration. We have a new beginning here. It's going to make you feel good. Your passion is going to be on fire. You're going to feel this fired up energy, okay? Any of that slow moving, that's going to go out the door here. All right. So you'll feel creative. We already talked about that. You'll feel energized. You'll feel much better and motivated for a brand new endeavor here. So there could even be an offer. I feel almost like somebody offers you to travel with them. Can you believe I just literally accidentally flipped all these cards down on my table? Good grief. Sorry, guys. Sometimes my shuffling is just, I be talking and not paying attention. Anyway, let's keep going. All right. What else do we got here? I feel like somebody's going to invite you to travel or invite you on a trip. You may even take a trip with somebody you don't know very well. Okay. I feel like you could take a trip with somebody you don't know very well. Let's see. What else? Leo. Yes. Your mentals are recovering. 10 of Swords in reverse. So you're letting go of some deep, like maybe you're forgiving somebody. Maybe you're letting go of whatever somebody did or said to you in the last year. It could even be longer than that. But this is, you want something new in your life, okay? When we're 10 of Swords, we're saying, listen, I've been doing everything in a heavy way. I'm creating ease in my life. I want something new. So I do feel like many of you are creating, you're working on designing the life in 2025 of ease, of being able to heal your body, of being able to heal your mind, where and maybe even working on the mindset of like things come easy to me. I coach this a lot. I'm also a life coach for people who don't know that. I coach people a lot with mindset. So most people think life is hard, money's hard to get, all these things, all these beliefs we have. You're changing that. You really want this different energy for 2025, and it's of ease. You want things to be easier for you. So I feel like there's a lot you're letting go of. When we have swords like this, it tells us a lot of it has to do with the way that we think about things, okay, or the way we're processing it. So I see some wounds that are healing here, and it could be this very artistic, inspirational type of creative energy that's helping to do that. And well, some of y'all getting jobs in January, okay, Ace of Pentacles. Love this for you, Leo. This is also a beautiful gift from the universe. It could be monetary. It could literally be things, okay? Like the blessing of a house, the blessing of, maybe people, you just get things for free. Furniture, food, things that you need, things that you want. Also, this is a real, like, I'm looking for what's next. What's the next thing that I'm ready to dive into for 2025? So there's prosperity that's happening here right off the back in January. All right, now let's check out what's going to be your biggest challenge. What's the biggest challenge? I'm going to rack these up and then we'll talk about love, okay? I will be doing slangles. I will do singles. Your biggest challenge is the Three of Wands. It's continuing the momentum, okay? Keeping yourself on track, continuing to see the forest through the trees and remain in alignment with your goal, okay? It's looking forward. It's expanding on what you're already doing. And I feel like many of you want to expand on what you're doing. So let's say you're doing a podcast right now, okay? And, maybe you're just on one little, podcasting thing. You might move to, let's say, Apple, or you're going now and you're doing it on YouTube and podcasting, or you're taking your podcasting and writing a book. So it's like you're getting these great ideas and inspiration. With the Ace of Wands and with the Ace of Pentacles, you're taking that desire, that energy, and forming it into something, okay, tangible. Instead of just imagining it, and all of the process of the creation process, you're actually doing it. The biggest challenge is going to be sticking to it. Being able to see forward in time, right? Investing now for a future plan, which is a tough concept for some people because everything online and everything we do these days is so like right now. I want it in 5 minutes. I can't wait 30 days. I can't stake my Bitcoins for, 6 months. I can't do that. What if? You're coming out of that survival mode. I feel like many of you are making a conscious decision to come out of survival mode in January and start actually living. Okay. Like really living. All right. And making it easy for yourself. All right. So let's rack these up. Let's put these back into my pile and give it a shuffle like a real human being. Okay, like a real kid. Look at me, Geppetto. I'm a real boy. Oh my God, I have issues. I know that. I know I have issues. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. All right, let's see. Let's talk about love, please. Shall we do singles first? Let's do singles and see what's coming towards the singles. Show me what's coming toward the single Leos in January. What they going to be dealing with? What are they going to be dealing with? Show me what single life looks like for Leo. There it is. Okay, King of Swords. Your mind is very strong, okay? So what you want is what you want, and I feel like there's no compromising on that. We have a Page of Pentacles. So definitely, I feel like you could meet somebody here, but also this is a message about your finances, like money coming through for you, or a loan you might have given somebody. Somebody may be paying back to you, or you're getting some sort of financial loan as well. But I do feel like you're meeting somebody here, okay? This could be where you learn at, like let's say you take a class, something like that. I feel like you're meeting somebody here. Show me what else for the singles. I got a lot of people. So I have 3 people. The Knight of Wands tells me you're feeling good, you're feeling brave, you're ready to go out there, meet some people, do your thing, but you're very clear about what you're looking for. You are looking for somebody who's got it together, okay? Somebody who is intelligent and educated. Like maybe your new rule going into January is they got to have books, right? Or they have to have gone to college, right? They have to have an associate's, a bachelor's, a master, whatever it is. So there feels like there's these rules around what you're looking for, or standard. Let's call it a standard and not a rule. So your standard is different. You feel very excited about the prospect of dating. There's a lot of passion here. You're feeling very adventurous to be doing this, okay? And I feel like there could be multiple dates for many of you. So far, I'm seeing 3 people here, okay? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? One of them could be younger. Okay, 10 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So you're letting go of like, again, another thing too is like being responsible, right? So maybe part of your new vision for yourself when it comes to dating in the single world is you're not paying for things, right? If you're a female, if you're a man, maybe it is stepping up to the plate, right? And delegating specific things for you as a man and how you want to show up to women. Let's face it, it is really weird out here trying to date because men think that all women are gold diggers and women think that all men are dogs, right? It's a weird state that we're in. And let me just say this very quickly. For thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, there has nothing has ever changed except for the way we are looking at gender roles and we're looking at relationships in this country. Men have always had to be a provider. It should be something that feels like an honor to feel like the protector, the bold, the one who, goes and kills the fucking cow and drags it back to the cave for the woman to prepare it for the family. And we've got this so misconstrued. Women are not looking for money. They're looking for security, because if you're going to give a woman children, which is the reason why we have relationships and we get together and we get marriages and all these things, is really to reproduce and carry on a legacy, then you as a man will have to provide so she feels safe enough to be in the feminine to give children. You understand what I'm saying? And women will need to learn how to respect that that is a man's job, which is difficult in this time because women and the way this economy is going are forced to have to work, and women have to command a lot of money because there are so many of us out here without men being father figures to children's lives and having to be the man and the woman and make up for all of that stuff financially. Okay, feel me, fam? I'm getting off my soapbox. All I really want to say is we've got it all sorts of fucked up. Okay, so this feels a little bit of getting back to who you are, as far as like what you truly desire, what you are looking for when it comes to the stability. You want somebody fun, you want somebody intelligent, but you want somebody responsible at the same time, Leo, whether you, whatever you identify as, okay? Because people are out here with lots of different things and I don't know them all. So I'm just going to say that whatever you identify as, if you've felt pressure from friends or other people, you're not caring about that pressure anymore. That pressure may start alleviating itself, okay? So is there going to be a serious relationship for any Leo that's single? I'm doing in depth here. There's going to be, for some Leos, we have Gemini here with the lovers. There is going to be some sort of, I feel like, a twin flame or a serious relationship here. A relationship that feels like it's harmony. It's what you're looking for. It's what you both desire. The purpose of dating is to find the person that you most enjoy and find exciting and is in alignment with your relationship goals, and to decide which of those people meets that criteria and then proceed with them and maybe develop a marriage, right? Most people are dating because they're bored, they're lonely, they just want to be with somebody, and then this is why relationships fall apart. But there's something about you, Leo, I think like you're getting it. You're finding somebody here extremely attractive because there's really good communication between the two of you, and you seem to sort of like get each other. Okay, singles, you sort of get each other. You're kind of the same person in different bodies. You will feel that with this individual, okay? So I do feel like this is going to be a very harmonious type of match for you. Now, where's it going? Where's this going? Is this going to be long term? Where's this going for the singles? Where's it going for the singles? Well, I'll be damned if it ain't a damn King of Cups. Okay, this could end up being a very serious connection for many of you because it's the King of Cups. Open emotionally, you are feeling good emotionally. This person as well, I feel. It's a very like protective, fatherly type of energy with the King of Cups. So those women that are very much desiring a masculine, man, even a divine masculine, this person's showing up that way. For those of you who are men, identify that way, then you should expect somebody who is showing up as the nurturer, okay, the protector as well, the protector of your heart, of your family, somebody who's ready to give to you, okay? A motherly type of figure, somebody who's going to embrace you as you are and nurture you, okay? So I like this so far. Potential outcome, I feel like this is headed for a long-term relationship, actually. Potential outcome, no whammies. I know how you like to do me in front of everybody, y'all. All right, spirit team, no whammies, okay? Because y'all be doing me dirty. All right. So, we have the Emperor. It's in reverse. I don't like this at all, okay? But I will say this. I'm going to clarify it. I will say this. I feel like there is no boss in this connection. I feel that it's kind of equally balanced. There won't be like an oppressive type of energy. Clarify this for me. Clarify this. You guys might be a little bit outside of the box, and maybe you're not looking at marriage. You just want to be together, okay? It's going to be hot and spicy. Knight of Wands. I like that. Okay. So let me say this. While I think things are going to be good for a long period of time in this relationship, I feel that someone may let this go. And I don't know if it's because I can't lie about the cards. Some of these cards are not great. Okay. We have the Six of Wands in reverse and we have the Five of Pentacles. So the potential outcome is that maybe you guys, like, the foundation of this can be a little weak. Although this is a good connection, it's a great relationship, I do think it will last long term. You may find that there are things you have differences with. It could be that something happens with the Five of Pentacles. This can talk about job loss, financial situations, a loss of even respect. Like, imagine like you start finding out your person is a little bit, I don't want to say tyrant, okay? You could be dealing with an Aries or a Gemini here, but has too many, maybe they have too many sort of gender roles. Like, that's all you do that. If I'm going to do this, then you do that. Okay. And that just doesn't end up being in alignment with you over the long term. Do I think this could be a really great, amazing, wonderful dating experience for a while? Absolutely. I think this could be a really good relationship, but potentially something can happen here where you're kind of seeing like, you're not on the same level as this person. They have a different set of like I said, gender role demands, kind of, they become a little bit demanding in the relationship. Okay. So that's what I have to be honest. All right, guys, that's what I'm seeing there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the relationship that you might be going into 2024 with, or 2025, sorry, and how that's going to pan out for many of you. So let's talk about the people in relationships and how that love life is looking for 2025. How's the love life looking for 2025? How's the love life for Leo looking in 2025? Those that are already in a connection. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. A lot of people going to stay single a lot of the year, but I feel like you're going to see the fruits of whatever labor you've been putting into this with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you're upgrading yourself and you're upgrading your type of expectations if you're already with somebody. Okay, so you're feeling comfortable. Maybe you're well taken care of in your connection. Let's see. Okay. What else? Show me what else I need to see. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may get engaged. I feel like there's a really good opportunity. You may take the next step in your relationship here with the Moon. There could be, this is Cancer. So I feel like somebody may be hiding that they want to do, like they want to take the relationship to the next level in 2025. Okay, what else do we have here? However, some of you are going to be opting out of a connection. Okay, I got to tell it the way I see it. Some of you are going to recognize that whatever goes wrong, whatever you find out with this moon, because the moon can be all that illuminated shadowy shit, okay, with the Four of Swords next to it, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This could be that you're discovering something either about the connection or about yourself, that has you, develop some sort of unexpected change here with that Ten of Pentacles. Many of you may decide that you're getting out of a relationship that you've been in for quite a while. I feel like you have a mini sort of epiphany about this relationship, or you find something out. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the worst thing that you can find out. It could be something you discover about yourself. Okay. Some of you may discover that, you don't bat for that team. Okay. Maybe that's your thing. What else? Okay. Now, Four of Wands tells me that, for those of you who, let's say you have been in a relationship, I think that there's something that's coming up here that, like I said, like an offer, like taking it to the next level, but you may feel like you're not really ready to be married in 2025. So it could be that you kind of pause that, or you have a conversation and you're like, listen, I don't know that I'm exactly ready for the next level yet. Maybe you're not ready to move in, buy a house, be married just yet. You think that, like, financially the best thing to do is to kind of wait and give it a pause. Okay, with the Four of Wands, this is great. I feel like you'll have an engagement, or you'll have an engagement party. You're going to celebrate, making a major achievement in the relationship, but it feels like some of you will begin to kind of, like, I can almost hear like, I'm not quite ready yet. Somebody isn't ready to go all the way. So let's say you're the one, let's say you're a man, okay, and you're doing the engagement. Your woman may say to you, I love you, I want to be with you, and yet I don't think we're ready financially for children, right? We're not ready for a house right now. Okay. I want to go to the next level with you, but I think we need to do the smart thing financially, because this is a big thing for you in 2025, Leo, that I'm seeing here. It's all about making the right moves for the long term and making sure they are the ones that you truly desire. That's a very important component of 2025 for you, that you're not choosing things just for the sake of choosing it, but because it is what you desire the most. And that is going to bring you a long-term, achievement here. Okay. What's the biggest? Some of you are definitely buying homes. Okay. Definitely buying homes. I feel like somebody may lose a parent too. I have to say it, guys. If it comes up, I have to say it. I don't want, please don't go in the comments and say, oh, you're so negative. Don't say that. I'm not negative. What's the biggest challenge? What's the biggest challenge for Leo? Biggest challenge. Biggest challenge in January. The Tower. Damn, some rude awakenings. Maybe there's some sort of disruption. The biggest challenge could be that maybe you face something that you don't want to end. Some of you may be, like I said, in connections that, like, something comes out here. The Tower. Scorpio energy. And you don't want to face it. Some of you may end up single, as I said before, because there just isn't enough there between you and the person, and you end up being single. Okay, you're like benching this person. So the most challenging thing is like this thing being exposed, and how what's that term I'm looking for? I don't know. I forget, it escaped me already. But, you know, how do you, collateral damage, right? Collateral damage. How do you deal with the collateral damage of this? Because you may have been well invested into this particular relationship. Okay. So I feel like there's a rude awakening with something, and maybe you're not ready to see it just yet. Okay. Show me the potential outcome. Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. So you might just feel really inspired. For many of you that are in connections where you're finding something out here, you're discovering something about the connection you might have been in for a while. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has health issues or is refusing to take care of themselves, or you in the relationship here. There could be some lies that come out that make you put this on a pause. You need time to be away from this person to recover. Your potential outcome is that you're going in a different direction here. Okay. This gives you, you know, you have the Ace of Wands. You're motivated here to get yourself inspired. And you know, get yourself off the ground. You're feeling enthusiastic even after this breakup. It kind of feels like you lift the fog. Okay. The fog is lifting. And it's not just the relationship, it's a lot of different things. And that may be like, because of all the other stuff we've talked about, it's inspiring you to kind of start out this year going it alone. I mean, some of y'all are cleaning house. That's it. That's all it really boils down to. You're ready to be done and rid of this relationship, especially with somebody where maybe they haven't got everything together here. They've just got this wild dream that they want to, oh, let's just do this. And you're not there anymore. You're like, listen, if we're going to do this for the long term, then it has to be in these ways. I haven't seen that. And then you hit me with this type of shit. I got to find out what that is, by the way. So let me just see. What's this moon? What's this moon? Whoop. Okay, it's a judgment. It's a final decision. Maybe you're the one who's been hiding this. Okay, maybe you're like, okay, when I get to January, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to break up with their ass. I feel like some of you could be doing that. We also have the Empress, so Libra energy here. You're like, look, I'm all about knowing who I am now, knowing what I want. This is the connection, whatever you might be rolling into 2025 with. For some of you, it's not going to resonate for everybody. This is the connection I chose from trauma, right? You're getting that. This is the connection I chose because it was an opportunity. I've learned whatever that is. I know what I want. I'm this healed version of myself that wants to improve and is growing and is changing and is shifting. And what I'm seeing here is that the relationship is not doing that. This person is not doing that. Okay. If there's not some sort of secret coming out here, then it's about that maybe you're not growing together. They're not the person that you went into the relationship with. And I mean that in that you might have outgrown this person. Okay. And it's tough. It's tough to break up with this. It's tough to realize this because this is that smack of reality in your face. That's like, psh, okay, this is not the person for you, because you understand I chose this from a place of my pain, a place of, you know, trauma bonding, whatever it is. Okay. So there's this version of you that's becoming so healthy that you love yourself in a way that's kind of different at this time. Okay, Leo. So that's what I'm showing there when it comes to the relationship. All right. Let me grab a couple of these love oracles. I know we're going long, but this is your January read, so fuck it. I can do what I want, right? All right, what else we got here? I really wanted to dive into the singles. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Okay, so like I said, something's happening here for somebody, but not everybody. And then we have the twin flames. Remember we talked about that singles thing? Okay, yin yang, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Now, let me say this full disclosure. A lot of people think when they meet their twin flame, it's going to be the best thing ever. Now, you saw how we saw things go sideways, potentially, in that connection with the singles, right? So I want to say this for the singles. Twin flames are showing up to show us the sides of ourself that sometimes we have yet to actually deal with, aka the shadow side, aka sister darkness, okay? Like brother darkness. The sides that we need to embrace and love about ourselves and even heal about ourselves. I've had a twin flame. I know what that's like, and they can make you fucking insane. It is very, very rare that there is actually a leveled up, spiritually, together, so to speak, couple of twin flames. It's not as common as people seem to think it is. A twin flame is that soul you're doing the deep work with. All right. So I just want to say that. Okay. Now, let me just get one more card for you guys. We're going to finish it out with an angel message. Guys, I wish you all the best for the month of January. I think it's going to be pretty amazing all the way around. Please don't forget to give this video a like, my loves. Don't forget when you subscribe to hit that notification bell on the top. If you open up the sub, there's a bell on the top. That will put me in your feed. That will notify you when I'm uploading, okay? So you can find me again. We have trustworthy guidance. Love this for your January. And it says, you've received a wonderful idea. Remember we talked about inspirational, creative ideas as an answer to your prayers. The idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything you need related to this idea. All right, my loves, that's what I got for you, Leo. Your angels are watching over you all the time. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing January, and I'll see you soon. Bye.